You know, it's one thing to go through a rebrand. It's another thing to rebrand so hard you accidentally erase your entire career. And JoJo Siwa, yeah, she's doing it live on camera. From Rainbow to raunchy rage baits, JoJo went from Nickelodeon sweetheart to a chaotic energy gremlin who looks like she got lost in a Hot Topic clearance aisle. And somehow this entire identity crisis is being served to us with the side of auto-tune screeching and millions of dislikes. So what exactly happened here? How did Hollywood take a cash printing child star and run her career straight into the neon colored ground? Well, buckle up, because this one is one of the weirdest rebrands we've ever seen. And honestly, JoJo's not the only one to blame. So let's get into how Hollywood ruined JoJo Siwa and how JoJo Siwa kinda helped. Because before JoJo was going viral for all the wrong reasons, she was the child star blueprint. Born on TV, raised by Nickelodeon, and practically powered by glitter. JoJo wasn't just a personality, she was a product. Her bows were selling in Target like they were Jordans, her face was on lunchboxes, backpacks, even beading. And somehow she had the energy of a Red Bull can with legs. But as she got older, the kid-friendly image started to crack, because here's the thing. When you grow up in a spotlight that artificial, your entire personality gets owned by adults in suits. So when JoJo finally wanted to grow up and be her real self, surprise, nobody knew who that was. She was too old to be a kid idol, but too associated with rainbows and squeaky clean pop to be a serious artist. And that's where the panic started, leading to an overcorrection of personalities, outfits, autotune, and boom, we have a chaotic rebrand nobody asked for. Which brings us to her song Karma, or should I rather say JoJo's villain arc, because this was pretty much JoJo's attempt at becoming a serious pop star, but sounded less like a comeback and more like a cry for help.
I swear I did it all for fun and it meant nothing.
Because she ditched the ponytails, tossed the glitter, and decided she was gonna go full edgy with Karma. But the internet, yeah, they weren't ready. Or maybe they were, they just hated it.
And your number one first place overall goes to Karma by JoJo Siwa with 3.1 million dislikes.
Which is more likely, because if you take a look at the TikTok comment section, you'd think she had committed a war crime. The top comments on her videos have hundreds of thousands of likes, and it's all about clowning her. But like, not gently, we're talking another win for the deaf levels of savage. The hate is so bad that the hate comments are getting more likes than the actual video. And the song itself, let's just say it makes Rebecca Black's Friday sound like a Grammy-winning masterpiece. But to be fair, JoJo knows how to play the game. Hate is engagement, and engagement means streams.
Whether the world likes it or not, they are entertained by me, for sure. You know what I mean? And that could be a good entertain or a bad entertain.
She literally responded to a viral parody by saying, since you're singing it anyway, might as well stream it tonight. So that's not shade, that's strategy. And honestly, in the TikTok era, it kinda works. The deeper problem is that this strategy is eating her alive, because it's not just memes, it's her whole identity that's become a joke. She's not being seen as an artist trying something new, she's being treated like a meme machine that doesn't know when to stop posting. So the sad part is that she probably didn't even create this persona. Hollywood most likely did, because let's be honest, they would have trained her to be marketable, not authentic, and now she's stuck performing a version of herself that the internet hates and the industry doesn't know how to fix. But just when the internet thought it couldn't get weirder, she announced a tour. Yep, JoJo Siwa is taking this glitter-fueled chaos on the road, and not just in the US, but in Europe too. Which is wild, because the last time she toured there, it was basically an international incident. Because the reactions were brutal. Comments under the tour announcement were begging her not to come to their country. One even said, thank you for skipping Norway, while another read, who's the target audience? Hostages. Yeah, like I said, brutal. And honestly, it's a fair question. who is the tour even for? Because her original fans are now grown and they cringe watching from a distance, kids don't relate to her new aesthetic, and adults, they're watching for the memes, not the music. So I'm not sure if this is a concert or a live action case study on what happens when your brand outgrows you. But let's be real. As much as we might hate to admit it, this entire mess isn't just on JoJo. It's on every adult that helped her build her brand without thinking about what would happen when she grew up. Nickelodeon made her famous. Social media monetized every second of her personality. Her team crafted every move, every post, every bow placement. But when it came time to grow up, crickets. No roadmap, no plan, just chaos and a whole lot of bleach. And she's not the first star we've seen this happen to. Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears, Amanda Bynes, the list is long. Hollywood loves to manufacture child stars, but it sucks at letting them grow into real people. And now JoJo's stuck trying to reinvent herself, but she doesn't know who she is outside of the branding. So she's left throwing everything at the wall, from raunchy songs, fake biopic auditions, rage bait TikToks, and hoping something sticks. But the worst part of this rebrand isn't the cringe, it's the desperation. JoJo doesn't seem confident in this new version of herself. It feels forced, overproduced, like someone told her be edgy but still sell bows. And what we get is this Frankenstein version of a pop star who doesn't know if she's supposed to be relatable, rebellious, or a rainbow fever dream. And the internet can smell when someone's been fake. That's why people clown her. Not because she's changed, but because it feels like she's changing for attention, not for growth. Because after building her entire brand around being a loud and proud lesbian, JoJo Siwa hit us with the biggest plot twist of 2025. She's not actually lesbian. Nope, turns out she's into men now and only said she was lesbian because she felt pressured by the LGBTQ+ community. She claimed the label never really fit, but she went with it because it felt expected. And well, now she's in her trad wife era, which is interesting because at one point it seemed like she used to be proud of who she was. Now every move she makes feels like it's been A/B tested for maximum controversy, and the fact that her team is clearly letting this happen, yeah, that's where the real damage is coming from. But I guess the question is, can JoJo ever recover from this, and will she ever find her true self? The answer is maybe. Because JoJo's always been resilient, she's gotten roasted before and somehow moonwalked through the flames like it was choreography. And let's just be honest, the internet loves a redemption arc, so maybe if she took a break, figured out who she actually wants to be, dropped a genuinely good song, and stopped trying to force viral moments, people would actually root for her. But right now she is trapped in this loop, trying to prove she's not a kid anymore by becoming everything but herself. And it's honestly just sad to watch at this point. So yeah, JoJo Siwa is not necessarily spiraling because she fell off, she's spiraling because Hollywood built her entire identity like a toy line, shiny, loud and disposable. And now that the glitter's rubbed off, she's scrambling to stay relevant in an industry that never taught her how to be real. So the confusing rebrands are just a symptom of being over-marketed, over-managed and under-supported. Almost like JoJo Siwa was never supposed to grow up. She was supposed to stay 14 forever in a bow and sparkly jacket, and the second she stopped fitting that mold, the machine bailed. So when people ask what happened to JoJo Siwa, the answer is simple. Hollywood happened. And well, she may have helped. See you in the next one. Peace.